I recently did a coaching conversation with a person who wanted to start pushing back and saying no to certain stakeholders and certain kind of projects. In the first half of the session, when I did a sense check of how confident she is, there was a lot of hesitation. She felt that this is easier said than done because this is not the style of my working or leading. We continued with the coaching conversation, and by the end of it, she was much more sure of doing this, saying no and pushing back on those stakeholders than she was at the start of the session. What shifted is the realization that, first of all, she has the permission from her top management to push back, and secondly, she realized by recalling a number of cases that in their organization it is okay to say no, people are not penalized. And when she recalled all these experiences and cases of other people, what she realized is what we call there is organizational psychological safety, and there is environmental readiness for her growth. Meaning that if she starts saying no or pushing back, then her manager and the team will be there to support. Now, this is an important case to understand how coachability works, because it is not just about the individual, but when we bring in the environmental factors, the systemic factors, the response of the person changes. For example, in this case, when we started talking about the manager and the organization as a whole, there was a realization that yes, it is possible to do it, even though I cannot do it on my own as an individual, but as part of this system, this organization, it is possible. So the environment in which a person works contributes to their leadership growth, of course, but also their coachability. So when considering any kind of growth for yourself, do not just look at yourself as an isolated or a disconnected individual, but look at yourself as part of a larger system and see what kind of a growth is possible in the system of which you are a part. Your lack of growth may or may not be your individual shortcoming alone. It may be a combination of your personal as well as systemic factors. And if you are growing, then also be grateful to the system of which you are a part.